Hello, my crafty friends. It's Celeste here, and welcome to A Crafter's Story. So we received a package today, and you know how there's always packaging material of some kind in parcels that we come through the mail for us. This came in the mail with a package in a box. And at first I thought, well, I'll keep it and I'll use it as collage paper, or, tear pieces off. And then I remembered a while back I made some what I called quote sticks. And I feel like the ones I made, I've used up most of them. So I'm going to replenish my stash. First thing we have to do, though, is flatten this out. I'll show you how we're going to do this and thicken it up. And open it up. Okay, so there's actually quite a bit here. I'd say there's probably 2.5 feet or 2 feet by 1.5 feet, something like that. There's quite a bit. So I'm going to cut off how long I want my quote stick to be. And I'm going to say, I'm just going to eyeball this, you guys. I'm not going to measure because it really doesn't matter how long it is. And so I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is roughly 6 or 7 inches to half a foot. Okay, here we go. And so to thicken this, I need to fold it over and over and over and glue it and then leave it to dry. So let me cut off this this little piece here, and I'm not cutting straight. There we go. Okay. So the goal here now is to fold it concertina style. Just fold it over and over. And also this doesn't have to be exact either. I'm just making the folds. And then I'm going to, well, I suppose I want to be somewhat straight. Okay, I'll be quick. There we go. Okay. There we go, all done. The only thing I'm going to do now is to get some glue down, glue it down and let it dry. Ugh, everything's going everywhere. Okay, let's get some glue on here. Oh, come on. And I suppose I could use a stick glue too, but I find by using the liquid glue, it hardens a little bit more. And I only need to put glue on every second area. And then when I flip it, I think, see if I'm right. Am I right? Okay, yes. I think I'm right. Oh, come on, glue. Like that. Oh, I wasn't right. It's reverse. Ah, man. Okay, so basically, you guys, just all we're going to do is get the glue down, get all these folds glued together, and I am not finessing this thing. I really am just getting all the pieces down. Now, the whole purpose of this craft is to reuse, repurpose, and not throw out things that you get for free. I mean, this is free craft stash, right? You bought the thing that came in the mail, so why not use everything? if I had an idea, I'd use the box too, but maybe the box can become a cover for a journal later. But for now, let's work just on getting the packaging paper upcycled. And so I'm going to get the rest of this done and let it dry. You guys have figured out a much easier way of doing this. I'm on my third piece. I was able to get 3 pieces out, and honestly, I was doing it the hard way. I think the easier way is just to get some glue down on the one side all the way, and then just fold it. And I'll show you now. I'll try and do this quickly. Whoop. Just do this as quickly as I can. Like this. Whoops. I don't know how to do fast forward on my movie editing software. So I will just pretend that I'm doing I'm doing the fast forward. I'll do this as quickly as I can. All right. So I think I got it. So basically, see, am I still in here? Let me see if I can get all my bits and pieces out the way here so I can get this in. There we go. Okay. This is far easier. And then I made it a bit wider as well. And instead of doing the concertina, you guys, I'm just going straight over. I'm using far less glue this way than I was doing it on the first one. So I'm kind of living and learning here. But this is far easier, and I'm getting a more consistent size than all that pre-folding nonsense that I was trying earlier. I was trying to be far too fancy. And so there, okay, much easier, guys, than the first way I tried. You let me know what you think, which one works for you. But okay, now this can dry, and we'll see what we can do with these strips. These guys are not completely dry. I obviously put a whole bunch of glue on here. The one thing I did do while I felt, because they were kind of warping a little bit, is I took my brayer and I tried to flatten them out as much as possible. It didn't, I mean, I suppose this one, it worked a little better than these two, but I'm going to just, I think, take off this rough edge here. I don't need that. And I'm going to do the same to this one, and we know what size I'm working with. And at first I thought, I'm just going to paint these and I'm going to doodle over them, but I have so many packets of napkins, and I think it might be better for me to decoupage a napkin over these guys, and then I've taken the backing, sorry, I pulled everything. I've taken the backing off the front. So this, I got halfway with this one. There's the backing, and I'm just, tore it. Taking the backing off, and I'm going to keep this backing because once I've decoupaged the pretty side with the pattern on this side, I'm going to take the white plain and put it on this side, and this brown is going to show through, but it will just mute the brown a little bit. Okay, so let's get started on this one, and I'll do the pretty butterfly on this one, and then maybe just do a white backing on the other one, just for you guys to see how that happens. And I'll get all the others done, and then we can start cutting these out to make anything really. You could make artist trading cards, quote sticks, tags, pockets, sleeve, anything, slips, any of the above would work. Where am I going to put this? Over there and over there. Okay, let's just line this up so I've got a little bit straight. Doesn't really matter, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think it's this way. I'm going to get this down. See if I can get both of these butterflies. Yes, I think so. I think I got them. And you could use a matte gel medium. I'm just using good old white glue. Nothing fancy. Now I can't do the white backing on this one obviously because this front part is still wet. I've got a fold here, guys, sorry. Just trying to be careful not to tear my paper, my napkin paper. It's so delicate, but also don't want that fold there. Alright, I'm gonna have to just deal with it because if I keep going I'm gonna tear this paper, and that's not good. I don't want to do that. Okie dokie, artichoke. I think I got this. Maybe just see, I'm probably doing too much glue. What is it with me? Glue. I put too much glue on everything. There we go. But it's, at least I know it's not going to come undone at any point, and hopefully there aren't any bubbles. This is warping a little. It is not straight, but when everything is dry I'll be able to iron these flat, and then that will work as a tag. I'm just getting another protective layer. Now let's do the white backing on this one and just see how that's going to affect and how much it mutes this brown. See, like this, just like this. So guys, whenever you get packaging material, I suppose I'm just encouraging you to think outside the box a little bit instead of throwing it out right away. See if there's anything you can do with it, because it's free craft material. Crafting supplies can be a little pricey, and it kind of can add up, and I find this is a way for me to upcycle, recycle, reuse, and it's environmentally a little more friendly, that something is not going to the landfill just yet. Not saying it'll never go, but just yet it's not going. And so, oops, careful Celeste. All right, so there you go. There, it is a little crinkly. I'm okay with that. Gives a texture, but it does mute that brown, but it doesn't remove the brown. So it's just giving us a little bit of texture at the back and a muted. Oh, I put too much. Little bit of texture and a muted brown. Okay, I've got that one. That's got to dry. Whoops. Oops, sorry guys, I'm just fixing. Okay, there we go. This one, get another tray. This little guy, I thought I could put these flowers on. That could be nice. So let's do that. And there's already so much glue between the layers. It's crazy that I'm putting more glue on, but at the end of the day, when it's all dry, like fully dry, I may have to leave these until tomorrow because I really saturated each of these with glue. But once they dry, I think it will actually add some sturdiness to our tags and quote sticks. And I'll make a tag, I'll make a quote stick, I'll make a artist's trading card. So we'll have 3 different goodies to make. That, well, the end result will produce 3 different goodies from our one sort of squished up ball of packaging paper from a delivery from earlier that we received earlier this week. Okay, so I'm going to have to leave this to dry, and I may not be able to come back to this today, maybe tomorrow morning, but I will have the back and front done of all 3 of them, and then we can start cutting out and stamping and putting ribbons on and stuff. Everything is dry. I have the front and the back, front and the and the back, and front. And this one I decided to just flip the napkin around and have the pattern on both sides, but I want that to be my front and that to be my back. So right now, that was a bit of a surprise. I didn't see this, so I'm going to have to fix that. I might have to cut this one off and fix it and use it a bit later, but we can still use these others. So first things first is to get rid of any of this excess of the napkin, and then is that one. It's such a transformation from the packaging material to what it's going to be, and no one will ever know that this is what it was, and that's the beauty of it. I think that's part of the beauty of this kind of upcycle crafting, is that nobody, if you don't tell them, will ever know. And well, you know what, I do tell them, because I want people to know that I saved something from a landfill and that it's an earth-friendly craft that created this. So let's start with this guy. Get my ruler out here, and I have a very fancy new knife that my son got me. So alright, and get this up here. Let's get some straight edges. I'm going to cut all of them probably obviously a little bit smaller, because I'm trying to get straight edges now. And there we go, one down. Get some, let me go overlap there a bit, like this. Get a straight edge here. There we go. It took a while for everything to dry, you guys. We've got some pretty bad wild fires up in our area, and we're very close to the Canadian border, and they've got some pretty nasty wildfires up in British Columbia, and then we've got some east of the Cascades here by us also, and that smoke and smog triggered a air quality warning for us. And so normally I would just pop these things outside and have them dry, but and I did that today, but wow, going out there was not fun. It's, you come in and not only does you can actually smell it on your clothes. It was pretty bad. It's not a fun place to be outside today. Yesterday was bad, but not quite like today. We have this every summer. Okay, so I said I wanted this at the back, and I want these to be quote sticks. And what I mean by that is I have these long sticks of paper that I printed off my printer with a little phrase on it: smile, it's free therapy. And beautiful minds inspire others. Now, all I want to do is paste it on the back of here. So I'm going to halve this guy, and it's almost 2 inches wide. I'm just going to eyeball it to a degree, kind of. Oh no, because there's no in. What's my line? There's my line. Okay, so let's see if I get that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be somewhat halved. Okay, there you go. Yeah, they're not exactly halved, that's okay. I'm going to paste this one down there. So let's get out a little bit of, I wonder if I'll get some double-sided tape, and just because I want to kind of hurry things up here a little bit. Nope, that's going to take too much measuring, and so I'll just get my eyelines out. I think that's easier, quicker and easier. Get some. Now, I'm doing this quickly on the video so we can see how all of this turns out, but I will do a little bit of tidying up a little bit later. Let's get that standing upright. There we go. More or less in the middle, like that. Let's do another one. I'll do it on this side for this one. I like these quote sticks because it's nice as a quick little filler in a pocket, even if you already have something in that pocket. It's nice to have something kind of sticking out the back or sticking out the side, depending on how long your quote stick is. And with smaller phrases like this, obviously I could have made it a little shorter, but I like the idea of it being a little longer. So there you go, I've got this one down. So let's leave those to the side just to dry. Get those off camera because, oh my goodness, why can't I get a grip of it? Get a grip, Celeste. Alright, so this one also is a napkin. We want to get these edges straightened out. Straightened. Just like that. Okay. This, I love this knife, so nice and sharp, but I have to, I'm not going to lie, if I slip, I'm going to be in the emergency room. And so it makes me a little bit nervous. I don't think I ever will. I'm pretty careful when I do my crafting projects. But your hand can slip, so just be careful, guys. Things happen, but I am careful. I do not want to go to the ER. No, don't wanna. I don't wanna. All right, let's see. Get this lined up, and there we go. Just like that. Last little bit on this side. Let's get this one lined up like this. Yeah, we were watching on the news yesterday, and some of the smaller villages up in British Columbia were evacuating their village, their folk, their population up there, and it was, wonder what those poor people, what they think as they packing up their essentials and having to leave their homes. It's sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I want 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. It's not uncommon to have the wildfires up in these areas in the mountains, but it's still scary. All right. There we go. So the back of this one, I want this to be a little journaling card, one of them. And so I have some paper that I've put some double-sided tape on. Oh gosh, it's just exact. I didn't measure that. That is so nice. That was lucky crafter's luck. Right, I cut it there and there. Get a pen. So I need to cut it there and there. Okay. I'm just gonna cut this one with the scissors. That was lucky. There we go. And then like that. Am I still lucky? Yes, I'm probably a little over, so I can go a little, take a little bit, no, a little bit off, just a little, well, no, I'll do it afterwards, because knowing my luck, I'll take too much off. Okay, just like that. This. Okay, let's see, get this down. And if it goes over a little bit, it's okay because I can trim it. There we go. It did go over a little bit, so we just trim that off. Here we go. And I think for time, I will just do one. Like this. So now we have a trading card like that, and I'm definitely going to have to age the edges a little bit, and to me it's a little not boring, although it's probably exactly what I'm saying, but I'm going to just embellish it a little bit so that I have some flowers there, and then I'll have the writing space on the side. But first the aging, just like this. Just get rid of any of that white that's sticking out the side. Cut a little bit off here. Okay, there we go. And then I will go and cut the, oh, look what I did. Oh man. I'll have to fix that somehow. Oh dear. It's okay. I'll fix it. I'll paint it with my white pen or something. So I think this might be a little wet, so I'll stick it to the side. I'm going to go off quickly and cut this one straight. And this is going to be a tag. So I completed this one. It's all done, so I'm going to go ahead and get this guy done. It's nice and dry, and just round up these edges quickly, but it's a little sticky. It's not really wanting to go in, and I don't quite know why, so I may not be able to round the edges on this one. Okay, that's fine. I will cut the edges. You know what? Crafters are problem solvers, people. We figure stuff out. Alright, and then just put a hole in there. Get some nice thread. And in I go. So quick and easy, people. Really is. And you don't need much to make a really big impact with these little sticks. Okay, I've got too much there. Let's cut a little bit off. And what I did with this one is I took my gold pen and just colored in around the edges to give it, because there's some black lines here I don't like, and so just to give you an idea, I did a little bit of gold painting around the words. So I'll do that on this one, but I'll do that off camera because we don't, it's otherwise going to take a little bit extra time. And okay, so we've got our writing at the back here, and I took my white Artisto pen, my paint pen, and went over that smudge mark. You don't even know it's there. So that's good. let me round up these edges too, just to give it a nice even look, like that. And then I've got this pretty little thing that I just constructed. It's just some silk leaves, 2 flowers, a ribbon, and a button bead, a little bead. I'm going to put that, quite a nice dollop of the glue in the middle, and almost like a little bow tie. Does it look like a little bow tie? I think it does. Alright, so we'll put that one down there. Doesn't have to be center, but that's going to be nice. Alright, so we've got sort of 2.5 finished. Let me move these out the way. And so I've already cut this one to the shape of a tag, and just to quickly show you how easy it is to do from a square, I measure up, have a look at where approximately your middle is, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and make a mark, and equally 1, 2, 3, make a mark. Same thing this side, 1, 2, 3, little spots, oops, don't move, and 1, 2, 3, make a little mark. And I'm just again going to eyeball this to get these edges off. There you go. It already almost looks like a tag, or does look like a tag. And just eyeball the middle. I think that's more or less the middle, and we've got a tag just like that. So I'll finish this one off with my second branch leafy one a little bit later, but for now I have enough of the lined paper with the double-sided tape on the back to complete, just to get this lines onto the back of this tag. So now it's not only a tag but a little journaling tag at the same time. So hopefully I can, maybe if I do it this way, I've got a little bit of the edge to guide me. Oh, perfect. Look at, okay, not perfect, doesn't matter. Nothing's ever perfect. Certainly not in my craft room. Alright, there you go. It's a little bumpy underneath, but that's fine. Let's age it up just a little. Get some of these, and hopefully this time I don't smudge some of this ink into the middle. A bit of luck, but I don't promise anything because I'm clumsy. So there you go. And a little bit on the front as well. Now this doesn't have to be where your crafting ends. This has a butterfly design. Maybe if you have a butterfly sticker or a 3D type butterfly sticker, you might want to add that to your design here. And let's see, oh, I think I'd like to use some of this linen. I think that'll look really nice. Just give it a bit more of a vintage feel. I think that'll look really nice with this tag. Here we go. Take some off like that. Let's see if I've got a butterfly here somewhere. I might have. Yeah. Oh. Something like, I think these are not the right color that I would want to put on here because of all that silver, but that would be the idea that I was talking about. Okay, so this guy is done and this little one is done, and I don't want to turn this little guy over because you know there's lines on the back. Don't want to do that just yet, but there's oh, I did do it. How did I do that? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I can fix it somehow. I get these brown marks. Oh gosh. Okay, never mind. All right, and then this one is finished, and so I have some finishing touches to put onto this one with the gold around the edges. obviously can do a second one like this, maybe with a different kind of little bow tie accent. And then I have another tag. So I have doubles of everything, but for now, I think it came out really nicely from some packaging material. It's pretty awesome. Let me present this a little better, because it's not so nice. Doesn't look so nice on this dirty board. Like that. This board must say, I serve you well. How dare you call me dirty? And that would be true. All right, you guys. There you go. Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit. You can see a bit better. There are our 3 creations, and I have 3 more to go. But I hope that inspires you to look at packaging material a little bit differently, and that you come up with some ideas of your own. Let me know what you think, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and come and join us on our Facebook page so you can show us some of the designs that you do, and maybe inspire us to try something new. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.